Who makes the move? A special Valentine edition on the Maggie Moo Guy Show.
Well, hey, everybody. Good day. Happy Valentine's Day. Yep, this is our special program for you on this very awesome day, Valentine's Day. Yep, love is in the air. And we want to talk about this love, okay? Because some people are determined to hook up. So we are asking the question, just who exactly makes the move? Who is making the move? That's what me and my panel, as you see them on your screen, we want to talk about that. It's a panel discussion. Y'all can join into this panel discussion in the comment section right there on YouTube land. All right, so hey, let's go ahead and say hey to my contributors. Most of y'all that are regulars here, you know them now, you love them, you appreciate their wisdom. So let's get them to introduce themselves for the newcomers. You're a newcomer, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. And yeah, I want to ask, where have you been? Just really, where? Like, okay, we forgive you. We forgive you. All right, so let's go ahead. Adam, go ahead, sweetie, and introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Inyisioluwa Ojo, popularly called Atom. Yes, I'm a medical student. I hail from China. You know, today is Valentine's Day, so this is a Valentine's show, and I am pumped up about love. Yeah, love and chocolate. To be honest, the chocolates. The chocolates. Yeah, so that's all about me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Adam. I hear you, girl. Love and chocolate. You know, we've already established it here on this series, The Joy and the Woes of Singlehood. As Minister Israel always says, we love here, okay? We absolutely love. So stick around. V, come on in, sis. Introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. It's good to be here again. And yes, happy Valentine's Day, or welcome to this Valentine's special show. My name is Victory Ekaize. My friends literally gave me a new nickname recently, but that will be uncovered later on. But yes, it's on the show, love, and an interesting topic that I'll be talking about today, who makes the move. I believe it's going to bless you, and you know, we're all going to learn something out of it. So welcome again to the show.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you doing that for us. Let me bring in Minister Israel. Go ahead, sir. Introduce yourself. Tell us where you are at as well.
Hi, everyone. Greetings. My name is Israel. It's called from Lagos, Nigeria. I do digital marketing and project management, but much more than that, I love love. And so it's our season. There's love in the air, yeah. And I'm just excited to be here to make this a valuable contribution, because love is a very special subject. And so I think much more than the God knowledge, there is need to dive wisdom and just to help people make a better decision. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you for always having me, ma'am.
Thank you, Minister Israel. Totally appreciate you doing this. And of course, last but not least, we have the wisdom tank. We love to call her Mama Sharon. Go for it, ma'am. Introduce yourself. Tell us where you're at. Tell us your ministry and all that good stuff.
Hi, everyone. My name is Apostle Sharon. I am in Springfield, Ohio, and my ministry is called Gang Gang. The gang stands for God's Anointed Notorious Gangsters, and we are a very good prayer intercessory Bible-based ministry. I am so happy to be here. I love love. And love never fails. People do, but love never fails. Love never fails. So I am so excited to talk about who makes the move, who does what first. So let's get into it. And thank y'all for coming.
Amen to that. Awesome. Thanks, Apostle. Appreciate you, man. So you heard it. It is all about who is making the move. Okay, so we're going to do this in 2 segments, people. First segment, we want to just ask this question. So you're guy, girl, you go to this party, this wedding, you're at church, anywhere. Because, we've said on this series, you meet people anywhere, anyhow, anytime. Like, people are always going to be in your path, even online. Okay, so then the question is this: you like her, you spot her, you like her, or you, the lady, you see this hug and you're like, nice, thank you, Jesus, look at this creation of God, oh hallelujah. And you're thinking now, do I make a move, or what do I do? You know what? Is there even a right or wrong way? Who makes the move in that kind of situation? You spotted her, or she spotted the guy. Who is doing what exactly? And that's what we're going to talk about. I'm just going to throw it out there. Let me start with V. V, what are your thoughts? Who exactly in that kind of situation, who makes the move? What do you think? Tell us your thoughts.
Oh my God, did you just call me? Okay, so when you were just first of all, I was just admiring your presentation skills. Like, you are really tickling me with all of the stuff. But who makes the move? I would literally say that it depends, right? So if you're a lady and you like this, you see this guy, probably let's take this popular example in church, he's serving somewhere, and you're just like, oh, I wish this guy can just talk to me or so. The thing is, if the guy is so busy, he might not even notice that you are there. So I personally feel that there's no harm going there to say, hi, brother, how are you doing? How was church today? I love the way you were serving in church, And, the person can just say, oh, hi, sis, you okay? How long have you been in church? And then you get talking. There's no harm in saying hello, to somebody that you see attractive. It doesn't mean you're cheap, or doesn't mean, oh, you're, asking the guy out. You're just saying hello.
Right.
It's a very harmless hello that you're saying, and you're just getting to know the person. So that in that stand, it happens either. You know what? Technically, if I'm talking from experience, right?
Okay.
It's actually the guys that come first to be like, oh, hi sis, how you doing?
Okay.
You are smiling too much in the choir today, you are dancing too much. I like your vibe, I like all of that. I'm like, oh, hi, hello. And then we get talking, and the next Sunday again, we get talking again. And so yeah, it's vice versa.
Right.
Who makes the most
Okay.
to her.
Okay. Thank you so much, V, for that. Yeah. So you feel it could be either person. I have to bring in Adam. She's the one with the sharp tongue. So go for it, sweetie. Go for it, Adam. Let us know your thoughts.
I think I agree with Vic, because I believe that you would know a person, you can know a person through one conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So all you have to do is kind of really just create that environment where you guys can have a conversation. It does not necessarily mean that you're asking them out on a date. You understand?
Okay.
You can even go as far as just offering value. You notice that the guy is busy, he's doing this, he's doing that. Offer value.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard about people who, the guy was doing a program, they brought peanuts. That's value.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? There's no how he's not going to say, let me thank this person.
Yeah.
Who continually bring peanuts to the program.
Okay.
It just makes sense.
Okay.
So I think that it's all about positioning, really. I don't think that a lady that sights a fine guy should just pull it off.
Okay.
I think you should shoot your shot. And when I'm saying shoot your shot, I'm not saying go and just say, I like you, can I take you on a date? That might be too, brash.
Okay.
But you can actually go and be like, hey, hello, how are you? You know, just make casual conversation. You
Right.
understand?
Right.
Yeah, just do casual stuff, and you never can tell. The thing can get rolling from there.
Right.
It can pick up. So I think it's really old school for ladies to see guys that they like and they run away from where he is. I mean, come
Right.
on.
Yeah. Grow up. Come on. Right. Get some balls. Although not those kind of balls, but you know what? Yeah. Apostle Sharon, ma'am, come in, Mama Sharon, Wisdom Tank. What are your 2 cents on this?
Well, I have to agree. It depends on the situation and where you're at.
Mhm.
I think that, church, you kind of like watch people for a minute, especially if you like them. You
Yeah.
kind of watch them, see how they do in church.
Mhm.
And,
Mhm.
growing up, I used to see women, as soon as a man come in, they'd be, "Ooh, would you like some pie? Brother so-and-so," or whatever like that. That's how they flirt or whatever. That's how I saw women flirt. But to me, it just depends on the situation. For real, it really does. I have rules about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to nobody in gas stations. No, not at all.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't want nobody approaching me in the gas station. So, because I'm just going in, going out, going in, going out. So I've had experiences with the gas station because people watch you. If you're a people person and you watch people, you know. Grocery store is something different.
Okay.
And it's, men will approach you with, can you help me? Okay, what do you need help with? Can you help me pick out something, some fruit or something like that? That's how men do in the grocery store. So when they approach you. So a woman, if she's in the grocery store and she sees me, because I've done this before, and I seen a man, he was very handsome and everything. And I was like, "Are you lost?" Because he didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I said, "Are you lost?" And he turned out to be a very good friend of mine. He's still a good friend of mine, still handsome, very good friend of mine. But I just think that it depends on the situation and what it calls for. I've had someone approach me at a place that they never should approach me at. I was taking someone, somewhere to get some medical attention that they needed desperately. And the person asked me, and they were there to get medical attention. And I'm like, you need to get yourself together before you come talk to anybody, So it just depends on the situation and where you at.
Now the brother was desperate. Okay, he was
Baby,
like,
very.
I might not see you again.
No. Get yourself together first, and you still don't come and talk to me, but just get yourself together first.
Right.
Help them out a little bit.
All right. Well, that's amazing. I love that. I love the way you gave us a different scenario. The fact that, like we said earlier, like we could meet people at, anywhere, grocery store, and like you said, you don't like the gas station. It's a lot of ladies be like, I don't even know how, like, to gas my car. Like, cut that out. Okay. Yeah. Just do what you need to do. Okay. Like, seriously. But no, seriously. I mean, while we are, I know we're going to move on to Minister Israel. We're going to hear the guy's perspective, but I think, like what Adam said, casual conversation. Okay. Just letting that person know. They may not even have noticed you, but you noticed them. Okay. So, whether whoever notices who. So let me speak from maybe a female perspective. I have to agree with what Adam said, and even what V has said. It's harmless to go over and say, "Hey, okay, like if it's church, are they doing something in church? Go compliment them on that." You remember when we did that show on best places to meet someone? We said that. It's just appreciate somebody. Say hi. Adam gave us a great example in that show. She said, if you like maybe the color combination of what somebody is wearing, like I was saying to Apostle Sharon while we were in the back room, I was like, girl, yellow and blue. woo, you're looking so gorgeous. I love this. Like, this is inspiration. You know what? If a guy comes up to her and be like, ma'am, you look so gorgeous. The way you put the head wrap, your ensemble, I mean, you just, and it's a genuine, like, you don't know, like, come on, Apostle, you know you look good, right? So if a guy came up to you and said, ma'am, you look lovely, you know, you look, you know what, that will probably just soften you up, like, you know, relax you in a way that you would be able to have a conversation with that brother. And who knows, like Adam and V have said, we don't know where that could end up, right? So in just going out there, you know, just saying hello, I think a hello is good enough. Now, Adam did say something about, you want to be careful about, you don't just turn up and be like, yeah, hi, you know, let's go out on a date, yada, 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 yada. You don't know that individual that way. You don't know where they're at. You might do that and turn out that they are involved with somebody. Right? So you don't know that just yet. So it's good just to make yourself, you know, known to them that you're there and that sort of thing. Now, guys, I think for guys like to make the move. I know they like to be the hunter. They do appreciate that. Although I know some guys will say they appreciate being hunted too. Okay, and I think there's a fine line between, you know, being hunted as a guy, you know, by the female versus just outright desperation. Okay, so I think, yeah, so I think girls, we're going to need to be very careful and sensitive how we make that move. How did you call it, Adam? You said it was, well, shoot your what?
Shoot your shot.
Oh, shoot your shot. Right. So do that, you know, but you want to be very subtle, that sort of thing. No need to be too, you know, too forward. It can be distasteful. It can be distasteful, you know, and some, it might be a turn off for some guys. But yeah, by all means, and let me throw this in the mix as we wait for Minister Israel to come back in. Guys, or should I say girls, girls, what if the person in question is, I don't know, maybe someone that's in like authority, you know, in authority. Yeah. What if, okay, so let's say it's, because you know, these days we have pastors who are single, okay? We have pastors that are single, you know, or maybe it was a work situation, maybe that your manager is a guy, he's single, you know, you have, fair enough, you may have that, what you might call it, work kind of relationship, okay? But staying with the fact that maybe somebody is highly placed in a, you know, position of authority. Ladies, I put this one out to you before we bring in Minister Israel. How would you say we approach a guy like that? Like, what do we do?
As the youngest, can I go first?
Go for it. Go for it, girl.
So I think it's very dicey when you're dealing with someone who is in authority, because you have to understand that the position they find themselves attract a lot of opposite sex to them. So you have to differentiate yourself from the crowd, basically. So when other people are, you know, shooting their shots aimlessly, you're not doing that. Instead, you are going under their sermons because of the place they found themselves, the high authority, the place of authority they found themselves. You have to understand that a lot of opposite sex will be attracted to them. Some people will be attracted to them because of power, position, and everything. And these people already know. So they guard their space against people just coming in and going out anyhow. So what you have to do is differentiate yourself from the crowd. You have to play the game of notice me. And that game of notice me has a lot to do with giving positive response to things that they have said, they have talked about and everything. Like, let me say I want to shoot my shot on V. I'll watch V closely. If V has a sermon now and she uploaded the sermon on maybe Instagram, I'll go listen to that sermon and come to V Instagram and tell V, like, I listened to this what do you call it, this message. It blessed me so much.
Right.
Then maybe also go ahead and do something as regarding the message, then send it to his DM.
Hey. Okay, that's if they ever check their DMs. Right. Okay. Yeah.
This will not only work for people in high authority. This will also work for mentors. You want to get a mentor?
Yeah.
Straight away to get them.
Yeah.
After you've done something like that, send it into their inbox. They will notice you. They have a lot of messages coming in their inbox. You hear them say, "No, my inbox is so full. My message is so full." But when they read through, they'll be like, "Okay, this is my work. This person did this. This person wrote a blog about something I did. Let me read. Let me see what this person has to say." And from there, they can hit you up and be like, "Oh, I read your blog post. Tada! There's an opportunity already."
Right. Right.
So you just play a different kind of game.
Right.
It's not about going under all their posts and say, "Pastor, you're so fine today. Pastor, you look cute." But no, they get tons of that.
Right. You gotta you gotta bring your A game. It cannot just be you looking cute. Cute is not enough, because these folks in positions of authority, in power and whatnot, you know, like I said, what if it was a pastor? You know, they travel the world. You girl, you know how many beautiful women they are seeing on a daily basis, and you think just because you got a cute smile, you went and got your hair did and your nails? Girl, please keep it moving.
I think before I go, I should say one more thing. Also, please edit your profile. Yeah. Because many of them, after they get the message, they will just click your profile. Now, what are they going to see? Come on.
Right.
You have to, oh my God, it's a pure PR work. Market yourself.
I love it. I love it. V, you want to say something, honey? Jump in.
Yeah, thank you so much, Atom, for ending with that. That's the exact same thing when you were talking that just came to my mind. Like, what is the thing they're going to be looking out for? Because for you to be exceptional, like Atom said, you need to be exceptional in every ramification. When I mean in every ramification, it is about what are you involved in? Because sometimes, even though when you're shooting your shot, right, and you're doing all of that for you to get their attention. I mean, this age and time, we're already in the digital world where people can just go onto your profile on Instagram or LinkedIn, on Facebook, and all of that. What kind of work are you doing yourself? Because, I mean, you're not expecting people in power and in authority to come and submit themselves or begin to consider somebody that or everything on your post is maybe P square, or you know, like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they are bad people. I'm just saying like what you put out there portrays who you really are. So if you're saying you're listening to his message on love or his message on faithfulness, and then everything on your post is divorce, everything on your post is I agree with this man. So there's a contradiction already. Do you understand in that thing? Like, what exactly are you saying you believe in? You're listening to me, but the things on your social media is not disputing anything that says that you are listening to me. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I needed to add.
V, you are making so much sense right now. And it's funny you say what you say, because earlier today when I was putting things together, trying to work out our guests for the month of November. Oh gosh, I got so far into the year, I'm already end of the year. Thinking month of March, I clicked on someone's whatever, and I thought, okay, let me see what they're about. I saw who they're following, and immediately I did a U-turn. You know why? Because I saw who they're following and what they say they are about. And I didn't see what I didn't see what you have in common with the people you say you're following and the words that are coming out of your mouth, what you're trying to tell us you are about. Does that make sense? So I was like, we're not doing this. But listen, Minister Israel is back. Sir, we want you to tell us your thoughts, sir. Who exactly is making the move? Who makes the move here? Over to you, sir.
All right, we're talking about the general friendship relationship, yeah?
Absolutely. See him, you like him, or you see her as a guy, you like her, and you're thinking maybe I could shoot my shot and maybe something could go from there. What are your thoughts, sir?
Okay, so I believe that there are a lot of principles in this world that people are trying to crush. Yeah, so there are principles here, there are principles there, but of course, some people are breaking principles and they are setting another one. So I want to believe that once you like anybody can make the move. The fact that you like something or you like somebody, you go get him, go get her. However, I believe that there are some conversations that you don't need to speak. You can just give gesture, you can act a certain way, you can do something a certain way. You don't need to say it. And so when you're doing that with somebody, the person, his instinct or her instinct will let him or her know that, hey, this person is communicating something to me. And so if the person is interested, he's going to reciprocate. But if he's not reciprocating, possibility is not interested. But from the feminine side, you can do something, but you really don't need to say it. But of course, ladies have this amazing way of doing things that is numerous. So you can communicate it without even saying anything. And so if the guy is interested or if the guy gets the signal, of course, he's going to connect.
Right. That's so true. Love that. Minister Israel, I said something. I don't know if you heard, we still had you during this conversation when I said, I know there's some guys that they're okay with being, they love being the hunter. Generally, a man likes being, they're programmed to be the hunter. Whereas, every now and then they can be the hunted. Okay. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? And of course, you can't speak for all men, but, give us a general idea as to, if a girl is what, okay, let me put it this way, sir. What would be considered a little too strong, like coming through as if you were desperate in the name of, I just wanted him to notice me, just wanted him to, because sometimes they say less is more, and when more is too much, then like it's starting to go wrong. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I'm going to speak for the guy because I'm a guy. So when a lady comes to a guy and is trying to communicate something, of course, you should be moderate about it. Take, for instance, you can just come around and say hi, depending on the situation, maybe in church, a gathering, you went for an outing, you saw yourself, just ask them how they are, ask them questions around what brought you together. If it's the church, we can ask about, how was pastor, how was the sermon today, how was the Bible study, just ask that. When you do that, just leave it there. There will always be another. You don't need to ask A to Z question. No, that's too much. Just ask them something little, something small. Leave them like that. It's like you're dropping a seed. So allow the seed to germinate. Allow test it. So there always be another week. There can be next week. There always be next Saturday. You will see them again. So based on the conversation that you had earlier last week, you can build on it. Hey, brother, it's good to see you again. How you doing? How was your week? That's a very popular question you can ask. How was your week?
Right.
If the person is interested in you, believe me, they will not just say fine. They will say fine, they will now start another note. This happened. What you did not even ask them, they're going to answer you. And those are ways you know that somebody is interested. Meanwhile, you don't need to show people. I think guys don't like when a lady shocks them. Like you're always on them. You call them, you send WhatsApp message, you're asking, can we do video call? Hello, what's going on here? Right? I'm not sure it's people for the guy. Ladies don't like it, guys too don't like it. So when you want to go and meet somebody, just make it light, as simple as it is. When you get into them, even if it's on DM, just say hi, allow them to respond. You don't need to bombard them. People love their space. And so just salute them and respect them for that.
True. Oh, that's so good. That's so good, sir. Thank you so much. But listen, Minister Israel, I'm still coming back to you on a question I threw to the girls. I asked a question about what if the individual a lady is interested in, or even a guy is interested in, and that individual is in authority. Like maybe they are a pastor, maybe they are your boss at work. Adam gave us an amazing answer, but I would love to hear your thoughts, sir, on that. If, so if a lady saw, there was a pastor, maybe a trainer, maybe the church brought in this brother that's a voice coach, to the choir. He's, and she's like, the Lord. Right? Just because you're saved does not mean you cannot appreciate God's creation. Okay. What are your thoughts, sir?
Yeah, so I believe that anybody that is in place of influence or is in leadership position, they have their individual lives, like they have their person.
Yeah.
So anybody that is interested in an authority, the person should not relate to the authoritative part of them. Relate to their individuality, like their person.
Okay.
Yeah. People in position, they are authoritative, they have their job role, they have their JD, they have what they are doing. But if you study them very well, you will see that they have their person. So if you remove all the authority, all the anointing, everything they have, if you remove it, you see that they still have their personality. So when you study them very well, you tend to know who they really are, like that person. So if you understand their person, that's when you now find the missing link. How can you connect to their person? Is their person you should connect with, not their mantle, not their authority. When you study them, you will know their person. And so with their person, you know their interests, you know how they behave, you know what tickles them, you know what they like naturally. When you study them, that's when you know. So, and once you find those areas, those interests, that's where you connect.
Yeah, I love that. Sir, you weren't here when Adam gave her answer, and I can't, it's, you pretty much said what Adam said, but in a totally different way. I don't know if Apostle Sharon, V, and Adam agree, because what I'm hearing you say is those their interests. So even if they are in leadership, they're influential, there's still an angle of what they are about that you can go through. And Adam gave us, not for just because you weren't here when she said what she said. She said like compliment something about maybe what you heard them say, whether it was a preaching or something. Comment and say this and that, and because that's what they are about. Because what are they anointed? God anoints what He's already put in you for for service. So you find you'll find that individual will hear you out, so to speak, and take it from there. So Yeah, because we were saying it's going to take more than you looking cute, because someone in influence, I'm sorry, they are meaning, listen, you're not the only cute button that they've seen that week. Okay, they've probably seen gazillion of them, and it's like, I don't even see you, sort of thing. So you're going to have to do better. I love that. Adam, you want to add something to that? Go for it, sis.
So I was going to say that let me share the fact that it doesn't only have to be positive. I've actually messaged a pastor on social media before about something he said, and I don't agree with.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm following you. I like the work he does. So I went straight into the DM. I'm like, I see your videos. I love what you're doing. But about this current video, I stated my fact, put the Bible verses and everything. And he hit me up. I was like, oh yeah. And then he sent me audios, voice recording of what he has to say about what I said.
Wow.
Ta-da! We talked.
Wow.
We exchanged names. We moved.
Wow. Wow. Can I just say, a lot of people in leadership, they actually do enjoy a little challenge, and obviously respectfully, like you said, you didn't go in the comment section and be all loudmouth and be like, and this and that, and I don't even know how you got into position of leadership, and you don't know. No. I mean, it was tastefully done, right? And you got your response. So if anything was to come out of that, we know how you hooked that in. Okay. All right. Apostle Sharon, do you want to say something before we move on to the next segment of Who Makes the Move? Go for it, ma'am.
So I DM'd someone, and it wasn't I wasn't even looking for a relationship, quote unquote, anything.
Okay.
And really, it was the Holy Ghost that told me to inbox them and give them this word. I gave them the word, and now it's a mutual thing. So, and I wasn't even looking for that. I was not. That was not my thing. I always thought that they were a decent person. I always thought that. I don't know. It was something about them that I always thought that, oh, I like them or whatever. But when I DM'd them, it wasn't even about that. But God turned that whole thing into what it is now. So my thing is, it was never about, oh, I think you're cute, or, oh, I think, I admire you or anything. It was nothing like that. It was strictly God. It was like, that was it.
Yeah.
But that was the key.
Yeah.
Because everybody else has always been like, oh, I think you're sexy. Oh, I think you this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I think you that. And so my thing is, if you are trying to talk to someone who is an influencer, or who is all about God, who is a pastor or anything like that, you have to go to the source to get that. Yeah. You're going to have to go to the source to get that. And so it was always about God. It was never about, oh, I think, because I wasn't, no. It was always about God. And so I always kept it in that, in that setting. And so it came back like, wait a minute. And then started looking at my profile, started looking at things that I say, how is she living and all that other stuff. Yeah. So I'm different. And because I am different, so I just want to say, if you are different, embrace your differentness and then show that. You know what I'm saying? When you live transparently, people ain't got to guess who you are. They already see it. You know what I mean? So
yeah. That's beautiful. Well, there you have it, guys.
Thank you for watching part 1 of this special Valentine edition on the Maggie Mugai Show. Who Makes the Move Part 2 continues shortly. Subscribe to get notifications.